Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyana Sarvaya Chakkhulul Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu Bhakti Vandeham Śrī Gurun Vaishnava Śrī Rūpam Sagadagam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadhaitam Savadutam Vajasahitam Krishna Caitanya Devam Śrī Radha Krishna Pada Jagana Dhanita Śrī Caitanya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinamando Jagatpate Gopesa Gopikanta Radhakananta Bhaktanchalorami Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrisavana Sukhi Devi Namami Hari Priya Vanchakaya Tarubhascha Sindhudevata Vaishnaveyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu ki The Glories of Haridāsa Ṭhākura from Caitanya Mahāprabhu, Antya Lila, chapter 3. We start from 90. This is 90. That's where Haridāsa Ṭhākura started. 90. Manera, santoṣe, tāṅre, kailā, āliṅgana, bāhye, prakāśite, 𝐒𝐰𝐬𝐢, karilā, varjana. Manera santoṣe tāṅre kailā āliṅgana. Bhakti prakāśite sava kailā varjana. Manera santoṣe tāṅre kailā āliṅgana. Bhakti prakāśite sava kailā varjana. Manera santoṣe tāṅre kailā āliṅgana. Bhakti prakāśite sava kailā varjana.
kailā āliṅgana.
manera santoṣe tāṅre kailā āliṅgana.
prakāśite 𝐒𝐰𝐵 karilā varjana.
bhāhye prakāśite sanga kailā varjana.
manera santoṣe tāṅre kailā āliṅgana.
manera santoṣe tāṅre kailā āliṅgana.
prakāśite 𝐒𝐰𝐵 karilā varjana.
bhāhye prakāśite sanga kailā varjana.
manera santoṣe tāṅre kailā āliṅgana.
manera santoṣe tāṅre kailā āliṅgana.
prakāśite sanga kailā varjana.
bhāhye prakāśite sanga kailā varjana. manera santoṣe tāṅre kailā āliṅgana. bhāhye prakāśite sanga kailā varjana.
Manera santoṣe with complete satisfaction of the mind. tāṅre him kailā āliṅgana he embraced bāhye externally prakāśite to disclose e-saba all this karilā varjana he avoided. Translation by Śrīla Prabhupada. Greatly satisfied by the statement of Haridāsa Ṭhākura, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu embraced him. Outwardly, however, he avoided further discussions of these matters. This is a characteristic of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although he wants to cover his opulence, he cannot do so before his devotees. This is well known everywhere. Oh my Lord, everything within material nature is limited by time, space, and thought. Your characteristics, however, being unequal and also past, are always transcendental to such illuminations. You sometimes cover such characteristics by your own energy, but nevertheless, your unalloyed devotees are always able to see you under all circumstances. Yes, this is true. Krishna can hide from non-devotees, but he cannot hide from his devotees. Krishna has tried many times, he did not succeed. He tried to hide from Madhavendra Puri, he didn't succeed. He tried to hide from Damodara, he didn't succeed. Damodara said, yesterday I saw a sannyasi. Today I'm seeing a cowherd boy. What is that? Don't hide anything from me, tell me the truth. I'm seeing a cowherd boy. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu smiled. I'm a madman, you are a madman. So what can I do? What can I do? Krishna can hide, but that he can do with non-devotees, but devotees he cannot. Devotees will always expose Lord Krishna. Śrīla Prabhupada exposed Lord Krishna, Lord Jagannath. Apart from Jagannath, even Krishna himself. How many people know Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Even in India. How many people know Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? How many? Even among those who worship Lord Vishnu, who knows Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Very difficult. Very, very difficult. Now, Prabhupada has made Krishna known everywhere. The whole world. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna is everywhere. Before, we were chanting Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Why? Lord Ramachandra came in Treta Yuga and Krishna came in Dwapara Yuga. Who is senior? Yeah, Ramachandra is senior because he came Treta Yuga, and here Krishna is coming Dwapara Yuga, so he is senior. And before Ramachandra, there is Lord Vishnu. He has 4 hands. Krishna has how many? 2 hands, 4 to 2. Right? And Lord Vishnu, he behaved like the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He has all the mystic power, his worship on the throne, arti and puja. But Krishna, a thief. Who appreciates a thief? Telling lies. Who will respect a thief? But this Krishna does. Krishna does this to please his devotees and cheat the non-devotees, because they won't understand that this is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna cries when the cat mew. Krishna cries, hey, mother. Vishnu will cry. Everybody cries for Vishnu, not Vishnu cry for somebody. But Krishna cries for his devotees. That's Krishna's position. So he's reserved for the devotees. So Haridāsa Ṭhākura is exposing the Supreme Lord. By the mercy of the devotees, we can understand who Krishna is in reality, in truth. So Krishna is the property of the devotees. Only devotees has the strength to reveal Krishna, to give us Krishna. So Bhakti Ṭhākura is glorifying that. You have Krishna, Krishna is your property. I don't have Krishna, therefore I'm running behind you begging, give me Krishna, Krishna. So Bhakti Ṭhākura is teaching us the process. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu derives great pleasure from glorifying his devotees. And among the devotees, Haridāsa Ṭhākura is the foremost. The transcendental qualities of Haridāsa Ṭhākura are innumerable and unfathomable. One may describe a portion of them, but to count them all is impossible. In the Chaitanya Mangala, Śrīla Ṭhākura has described the attributes of Haridāsa Ṭhākura to some extent. No one can describe all the qualities of Haridāsa Ṭhākura. One may say something about them just to purify himself. Oh, devotees of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, please hear something about the qualities of Haridāsa Ṭhākura that Śrīla Ṭhākura has not described in detail. After leaving his home, Haridāsa Ṭhākura stayed for some time in the forest of Benapur. Haridāsa Ṭhākura constructed a cottage in a solitary forest. There he planted a tulasi plant, and in front of the tulsi, he would chant the holy name of the Lord 300,000 times daily. He chanted throughout the entire day and night. So Haridāsa Ṭhākura didn't follow Brahma Muhurta, a period to change the holy name. It is said here he chanted day and night. He didn't consider Brahma Muhurta. For him, every time is Brahma Muhurta. That is the super excellent nature of the holy name. The name is fully independent. Therefore, there's no time. We have to follow time to chant, especially in the morning, because of our nature, our condition. The pure devotee, they have no need to calculate time. Therefore, in Bhagavatam it is said, time does not affect devotees. Time does not affect Krishna and Krishna devotees. Because they are fully dependent. They're beyond the time. But everyone else has to follow the time. So Haridāsa Ṭhākura is chanting day and night without calculating auspicious and inauspicious time. Good, goodness, passion, and ignorance does not exist for Haridāsa. For him, he can chant the holy name anytime. For his bodily maintenance, he will go to a Brahmana's house and bake some food. He was spiritually so influential that all the neighboring people worshipped him. Haridāsa is speaking the philosophy of Krishna consciousness. How did he learn it? How did Haridāsa learn the philosophy of Krishna consciousness? He did Bhakti Shastri. Haridāsa. He went to university. How did he learn this? How did Haridāsa Ṭhākura got this?
Chanting holy names.
With chanting the holy name. What else?
By the mercy of Guru.
By the mercy of Guru. Yes, both are correct. What else? The scriptures is revealed. Scriptures are revealed. Revealed scripture. Lord Brahma did not study the scriptures, were revealed to him. The Vedas were revealed to him. So it is not a surprise that Haridāsa understood perfectly, completely the Vedas. And not just studying, he knew the essence of the Vedas, the purpose of the Vedas. Haridāsa knows so. So each time I would ask him, speak to me the truth about the holy name. Haridāsa said, my dear Lord, why are you asking one fit person for such an exalted subject matter? I'm an unfit person to speak. But Haridāsa did not say, I won't do my service because I'm too humble. Humility should help us to do our service. It's not stop us from doing service. So although he recognized his position, I'm an unfit person to speak about this subject. But you have asked me to do service. I must do it. He spoke. Yes. By Guru's mercy, we can also understand the conclusion of the Vedas. Like the Brahmana whose spiritual master told him to read Bhagavad Gita. He doesn't know how to read. But the Guru asked him to read Bhagavad Gita every day. He understood perfectly the Bhagavad Gita, and Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu glorified him to be the knower and the teacher of Bhagavad Gita. This is our process. It should be revealed. When we chant Hare Krishna very nicely, everything will be revealed. Everything is in the holy name. Everything is inside the holy name. There's nothing outside. Because the holy name is the same like Krishna. Krishna contains everything. The holy name contains everything. Nothing outside. A landholder named Ramachandra Khan was the zamindar of that district. He was envious of Vaishnavas and was therefore a great atheist. Unable to tolerate that such respect was being offered to Haridāsa Ṭhākura, Ramachandra Khan planned in various ways to dishonor him. This is the process. This is the result of one not making advancement in Krishna consciousness. If we don't make advancement in Krishna consciousness, we become envious of those who are making advancement. So it is compulsory for every devotee to make advancement. It is compulsory. We will be happy and will extend our happiness to others by encouraging others also in our progress. So it is compulsory. Every devotee should make advancement. If we don't make advancement, we will become a disturbance to everyone. He is envious of Vaishnavas. Envy, very dangerous. How dangerous is envy? How dangerous is envy? Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami said, an envious person will be destroyed by Brahmastra, by one's own envy. The fire of our own personal envy will destroy us, not something else. Be destroyed. And that you have seen throughout the Vedas. Brihaspati and his brother is the Mahabharata. Brihaspati was requested by King Marut to perform Jagya. He said, no, this is useless. I don't do it. I don't want to do that. This is useless. So Marut went to Brihaspati's brother. This is 𝐵𝑑DS's narration, Mahabharata. And the brother said, no, you go to my brother. I go to my senior brother. I'm coming from him. He refused. So when he got to understood that actually Brihaspati refused, he accepted. Later on, when Brihaspati came to know the magnitude of this great sacrifice, he said, I want to be the Jagya priest. I want to be the priest. It is late. It is late. No, put my name. He said, it is late. Your name cannot be there. We already printed invitation card. So you can put your name. So 𝐵𝑑DS said, Brihaspati, the envy dried him up to the size of a stick of a broom. The mighty guru of the Devatas became like, not my finger, like a stick of a broom, not a broom, a stick, one stick. What is the size of a stick of a broom? Envy dried him up to that size. So envy is very dangerous. So his Holiness Radhana Maharaj said, we should not feast on the forbidden apple of envy. Did you hear that lecture before? We should not feast on apple of envy. Because it's dangerous. We eat with no rest, but if you eat envy, you'll be destroyed. So Ramachandra Khan is envious of devotees. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami said he is a great atheist. So if we are envious in Krishna consciousness, what is that? According to Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, we are atheists. One who is envious can't sleep nicely, can't think nicely, can't eat nicely, cannot behave nicely, because you are uncomfortable and restless. By no means could he find any fault in the character of Haridāsa Ṭhākura. Therefore, he called for local prostitutes and began a plan to discredit His Holiness. Do you see that envy is an attack? Can you see it? Envy is attacking Haridāsa. Got a prostitute. Go and stop him from his devotion. Ramachandra Khan said to the prostitutes, there is a mendicant named Haridāsa Ṭhākura. All of you devise a way to deviate him from his vows of austerity. Among the prostitutes, one attractive young girl was selected. I shall attract the mind of Haridāsa Ṭhākura, she promised, within 3 days. How do you call this? False ego. Don't tell anybody I will beat you. Don't say that. I will beat you. Do you know the person's secret? Do you know? Do you know the person's secret? Huh? So don't tell anybody, even if it's a child, don't tell the boy or girl, I will beat you. If you're intelligent, say, I will fight with you. After fighting, then you decide whether you win or the person wins. Don't tell anybody I will beat you. Say, I will fight with you. Lord Shiva said that. Lord Shiva did that. Huh? When Lord Shiva was going to fight with Tripurasura, he said, I will finish him in a moment. But when they fought, it didn't happen that way. Tripurasura fought Lord Shiva for 1 month. No defeat, day and night. And after 1 month, Tripurasura disappeared, went to the sky, was fighting Lord Shiva from there. After 1 month, no defeat, Tripurasura took Lord Shiva and threw him down. Lord Shiva was shocked. I say a moment, but now we have fought for 2 months. So Lord Shiva offered obeisances to Lord Vishnu. So Lord Vishnu, okay, what do you want? This Asura. So Lord Vishnu gave him weapon. Okay, you take. Take Haridāsa. With that weapon, then he did it for a moment. Ashura was finished. So he became Tripurari. But he didn't do it in a moment before. Only with the help of Lord Vishnu, he was able to do it for a moment. So don't tell anybody I will beat you. Say I will fight with you. So this foolish prostitute, not foolish, she said, devotee, she became transformed. He became a devotee. So Vaishnavi, so it's pure devotee. All obeisances to her. Because he became a devotee. This is another thing we should think. Please try to think something. I want you to think about something. Ramachandra Khan called for one prostitute?
No.
He called many.
Many.
Some said, no, he's a sadhu, I won't go and disturb him. The one who boasted, I will finish him in 3 days. She went, she became a devotee. But those who did not go, did they become devotee also? What do you understand by that? Huh? Very good. Power of association. Why the remaining one didn't come and associate? They knew he's a sadhu. Why they did not come and associate? The one who is in food does not know came and got association and got delivered. Became a pure devotee and chanted like Haridāsa. What is responsible? We should practice our Krishna consciousness very, very seriously. We should go deep. Don't just read anything. Don't just read. You should study. Question everything, every verse. Question every verse carefully. So Prabhupada use the word scrutinizingly. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami said, if you do that, our heart will become developed. Not hard. It will become developed in Krishna consciousness. Why? We are meditating on Krishna. That's meditation. When you think about the verse very carefully, you are meditating upon Krishna. That meditation, what is that? Krishna consciousness. It's Krishna consciousness. This you see in many places in our tradition, in our culture. You see many things like this. Why this one, the one who is the worst, who wanted to disturb a devotee got delivered. Those who did not disturb the devotee did not get success. Blessing. What didn't get some blessing?
Krishna wants to glorify the devotees.
What of others? You don't glorify them?
They want to glorify Haridāsa Ṭhākura by the arrangement he made in order to. I was thinking also Jagai Madai. They were the worst and they attacked Nityananda. So the
Jagai Madai, they are Brahmanas. Jagai Madai, they are Brahmanas who never blaspheme devotees. That was their qualification, to be delivered by Lord Nityananda. They never blaspheme devotees. They do all kinds of sinful activity, they did not blaspheme. This Damodara said. Yeah, you have something. Thank you for your contribution. Yeah, we should think. We should think. We should not just read our scriptures to just go and speak to people. We should be connected. We should be connected with our scriptures, which means we are connected with Krishna. We are connected with acharyas. Here, 𝐁𝐡𝐚𝐤𝐭, Lord Chaitanya Mahāprabhu, and all his associates, including Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. This is our associates. So we should be connected with them. Think carefully about everything. This is Krishna consciousness. In this way, our mind will be fully engaged in Krishna consciousness, and Maya will not see us again. We're free. Here we see something is happening. I mentioned before that if we are intelligent, we should not do what? Don't tell someone I'll beat you. Say I'm going to fight you, because we don't know what is behind that person. Today we can see a devotee who is considered useless. And we have some devotees who are considered to be high class. And we treat them like that. But there may be impure devotees who will become delivered and go back to Godhead. And those high class ones will remain here. We are not seeing that in the movement. We don't see. We discussed the other day, Krishna Prabhu. When he came to the movement, he is what? Yes. But today, who he is? A Sanskrit scholar. Let us see properly. We have eyes. Let us use it and see what is Krishna consciousness. Don't remain external. Don't remain external devotee. We should be internal devotee. Internal devotee means we are using our mind in Krishna consciousness. We are stimulating our mind in Krishna consciousness. We should see equally. Let us see equally. If you don't practice to see equally, we'll be narrow-minded people. Narrow-minded people will not be successful in Krishna consciousness. Broad-minded people will be successful in Krishna. Broad-minded. Let us think broadly, not narrow-minded. So this girl said, I'm going to disturb BC got delivered. Those who were just called, who were considered a cultured lady, they didn't get it. So what is the value of being a cultured person if you have no Krishna consciousness? That's the point we should look at. Everything by itself has no value. Only when that thing takes us to Krishna consciousness, that becomes useful. So Śrīla Goswami said, although by our karma, by our guna, nature has given us occupation, but this occupation should not be done. If by doing it, our love for Krishna will not be evoked. Only if it will provoke our Krishna consciousness, then we should be ready to do anything and everything. Yes. Ramachandra Khan said to the prostitute, my constable will go with you, so that as soon as he sees you with Haridāsa Ṭhākura, immediately he will arrest him and bring both of you to me. The prostitute replied, first, let me have union with him once. Then the second time I shall take your constable with me to arrest him. At night, the prostitute, after dressing herself most attractively, went to the cottage of Haridāsa Ṭhākura with great jubilation. After offering obeisances to the Tulasi plant, she went to the door of Haridāsa Ṭhākura, offered him obeisances, and stood there. That's the beginning of devotional service. Bhagavatam began from? What is the beginning of Bhagavatam? What is the beginning of Bhagavatam? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That's the beginning. As mighty as Bhagavatam is, the door to enter into devotional service, Krishna consciousness, is obeisances. That's the door. Exposing part of her body to his view, she sat down on the threshold of the door and spoke to him in very sweet words. My dear Ṭhākura, oh great preacher, great devotee, you are so beautifully built, and your youth is just beginning. Who is the woman who could control her mind after seeing you? This is not glorification. This is flattering. I am eager to be united with you. My mind is greedy for this. If I don't obtain you, I shall not be able to keep my body and soul together. In other words, he said, what is he saying? I will die without you. She had been existing, right? She had been existing, she didn't die. How is it that now she's going to die? Haridāsa Ṭhākura replied, I shall accept you without fail, but you will have to wait until I have finished chanting my regular rounds on my beads. Until that time, please sit down and listen to the chanting of the holy name. As soon as I'm finished, I shall fulfill your desire. What do you learn from here? Hearing and chanting. What else?
Postponing the.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. This is hidden. This what you mentioned now is hidden. And this is the main thing in this sloka. Chanting is the ornament. The object of this verse. The object of this verse is the devotee should not be distracted. We should do the first thing first before the second thing. This also you will see with Lord Bharahadev. Bharahadev went to fight with Hiranyaksha. Hiranyaksha said, this place has been given to us and you cannot enter here without fighting with me. That was right. Bharahadev didn't give attention to him. He went, that is the focus. He went to what is the purpose of coming there. He went there first. After he lifted the planet back to its orbit, he said, what were you saying? He was not distracted. Distraction means that we have no focus. We don't know the goal. Our interest is not strong in what we want to do. Then distraction. Haridāsa did not get distracted. Sit down. Okay, let me finish my business first. When I finish that, then I can go for the secondary thing. Don't give up Krishna consciousness for anything. We shouldn't compare Krishna consciousness for anything. There's nothing to be compared to Krishna consciousness. So, Krishna consciousness first. Devotees we should chant our Sisiram first before you do anything else. 16 rounds to be done. If we don't complete 16 rounds, nothing else has any value. Finish 16 rounds, that is our immunization. You have to vaccinate our body, ourselves, our consciousness. vaccination is required, especially these days. What is raining these days? Coronavirus. If you want to be protected, what to do? You change the mantra, the Haridāsa mantra, 6 years on face. Nothing else will disturb you. You think Haridāsa will be affected by coronavirus? He already vaccinated himself. Said nothing will happen. Nothing. So our devotional life, Christian consciousness is very weak. Therefore, virus will enter. So we should not lose focus. Let us be concentrated. To be concentrated. Haridāsa is concentrated, is fixed. I don't have a problem with your desire. No problem. But wait for me to finish with my prescribed japa. After that, I will attend to you. No problem. Haridāsa Ṭhākura did not say, "You rascal prostitute, I curse you." Did he do that? Maya! Did he do that? Haridāsa Ṭhākura says, "Sit now." She would have been delivered if Haridāsa Ṭhākura cursed her and drove her away. She would have been delivered. The problem is not external. The problem is with us. We don't have strength. Therefore, everything is a threat. How is Haridāsa threatened here? Is it a threat to Haridāsa? Haridāsa is seeing a woman as a snake here? Huh? Did you see a woman as a snake? He says, "Sit down, my dear, sit down. I will attend to you, but hear the holy name first." Haridāsa was chanting the pure name. The pure name Haridāsa chanted entered into her ear. It went to the heart and cleaned all the unnecessary things. And Prabhupada chanted the same name in Topscott Square Park. The whole world is dancing in